your onboarding and vetting process is a system. Once you get people into the practice, there's some sort of kind of a mechanism that allows you to not be there micromanaging people all day, every day. Now that comes down to accountability of your leads and those sorts of things. But how do you come up with the systems that run the practice in your absence, for one? And for two, how often are you updating those? Because they will get stale. For instance, when you're talking about like, oh shit, I forgot to, integrate these checklists, and the checklists that they were checking off were either outdated or they were ignoring them in the first place. So so once again, like, how do you develop your systems, and then how often are you updating them?
So developing the systems comes from just like, what do we need to do every day? What do we need to do daily, weekly, monthly? And what are things that need to be get done? And the thing is I do this with my clients. This is what we work on. A lot of people get stuck because they're like, I don't know. It's such a big project. I don't know. I'm like, just do it. Just get it on paper. Because here's what's going to happen. If there's going to be things that don't get done on your checklist that you might be like, we didn't really need to do that anyway. Take it off the checklist. And then you're going to have things that aren't getting done that need to get done, and you've got to stick them somewhere. I'll give an example is my front desk was complaining that when my people in the back were treatment planning crowns, they weren't selecting initial or replacement. So we said, you know what, we're the one, we got the x-ray in front of us. We could, I would love to be like, hey, front desk, open the x-ray and see if there's a crown there already. Yeah. But no, that's not how it should be. We should be selecting initial or replacement. We talked about this probably 6 or 7 months, every single month in the meeting. What's going on with the initial and replacements? You're still not doing it. We're still having to get up and walk back there and say, so what we did is we added it to the nightly checklist for assistants, is that any treatment planned crown has initial or replacement selected. And then they sign their initials on it. And you would never think, well, I've got to have that on my nightly checklist. That seems like a normal thing to put on a checklist.
Yeah, very specific. Very specific to your situation. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
That's on our checklist right now. Yeah, and guess what? It worked. We did it, guys. We finally got it 100%. So it changes. Now, the front desk checklist, we just updated these because we had to go back to it because of the blowout that just happened. So you update them as needed. But the thing is if you keep having that perfection is keeping you from getting anything on paper or getting anything moving forward. I think, and you know this too, like high performers, Mark, and you see this probably in DSI, is these high performers, I think they're just people that are just speedy implementers. They're like, I don't have all the answers, but let's up and go, like let's just get something on paper and get moving, because you'll figure it out. You'll get there, you get to the point and you'll see what didn't work and you pivot. We never have it. Not a damn thing I've done at the office has been like, man, we nailed it first time. We never changed it.
Never.
No. What we do, we still do that we've done since day one is before we leave, we turn down the air or the heat. We do that. That is a system that has treated us well and our energy bills fantastically. Yeah. That's the only one.
That's awesome.